everyone, we're in beautiful Alaska. Today is September 9th, end of our growing season. We're in my greenhouse and I want to show you what I have. Things are starting to look sad because it's getting colder, but we still have a lot of tomatoes and cucumbers. We've been picking them for a while, but we still have a lot of green ones, and I want to show what I have. So this plant is a determinate plant. Look how many tomatoes I have. This one is my biggest tomato. You saw it in my prior video, and this is, I'll show you compared to my hand. It's huge. It is starting to ripen, and hopefully it'll be ripened in a couple days and I can pick it and weigh it. So I'll keep you updated on the weight. But look how many tomatoes I have. And look at this plant here. There are tons of tomatoes. So, and here I have a pumpkin. I trimmed the leaves. The pumpkin is still growing. And I have peppers here. Look at this purple, dark purple peppers. They're doing really well. This is my first year trying peppers successfully. I tried them a few years ago, but didn't really amount much, so I said forget about it. But this year I wanted to try again, and I'll do it next year. It's doing really well. But look at these tomatoes. They're so heavy. I put these containers underneath so they're not laying on the ground and don't get bugs or slugs and don't get rotted. So can you see? Can you focus on this one, on this vine? Look how many there are here. So, and I've been trimming the leaves to get more air here. So you can see some ripe. We've been picking ripe ones for a while now, but there's still a lot. Look, I'll show this one. Look at this vine here. Look how big they are. So, and people are asking me what do I do to grow tomatoes like that. I don't really use any nitrogen fertilizers like manure or compost for the tomatoes. What I do is when I plant them in the spring, I put fish heads from last year fishing. I freeze the fish heads and carcasses, so each plant gets one fish head or carcass, something. And then I fertilize it with ashes. I put 1 cup of ashes on my watering can of water, and I just water tomatoes. I do that twice or 3 times a year. Normally I do it when tomatoes are blooming and fruit just started to form. And then I also do it towards the end of the season to help tomatoes produce more. Ashes have a lot of minerals such as potassium and some other stuff that tomatoes love. I also spray my tomatoes with whey. I take 1 part of whey to 10 parts of water and 15 drops of iodine. So normally it's a quart of whey and then 15 to 20 drops of iodine, and I just spray the leaves, and you see my leaves are really green. They don't get any disease. Iodine and whey prevents from disease. And also you can see I have these little bottles here hanging. This is iodine. You can buy it at Fred Meyer. I purchased it at Fred Meyer, and I hang that in my greenhouse. I have a few hanging. That prevents disease too. That's really good. And you see that I don't really have any molded leaves, molded fruit. My tomatoes are doing really well. So this is more. And I do the whey fertilizer you can use every week. I try to do it as often as I can, but normally I don't have the time, so I do it 3, 4, 5 times a year during growing season. But it does a great job preventing disease. So this are indigo rose, and the leaves on this one, they were always like that. That's normal for this variety. Look how many I have. This is the plant from my friend Paula. So, and I have some that are starting to ripen. And we already picked some too. You need to make sure that they're really red at the ends, otherwise they're not going to taste good. So more tomatoes. This plant was just leftover. I put it in here and it did really well. So there's some more peppers. I want to show, look, these are hot peppers. They're doing really well. And look at this. This is my second biggest tomato. Look how big it is. It's bigger than my hand. I know it's hard to see on the camera, but if you see it in reality, you would be surprised. It's hard to believe that we can grow tomatoes like that in Alaska. And look at this. This is big too. Huge. So these are my cucumbers, and I spray my cucumbers with whey mixture, whey and iodine. They really like it. So it's really good for disease prevention and as a fertilizer. And look at this cucumber. Look how big it is. Look how big this cucumber is. I have many of them here. These are the cucumbers that my friend Paula gave me. And I have only about 7 cucumber plants, and I spaced them more this year, so we're having a lot of cucumbers because they have more room to grow. Look at this. Can you show this? I'm still getting a lot of brand new cucumbers. But cucumbers also, they're heavy feeders. They like manure and or compost. So once in a while, I put compost right on the top of the roots when I see that it's needed. And cucumbers really love it. So cucumbers, unlike tomatoes, love nitrogen fertilizers. And you can also use Alaskan fish fertilizer. They like it too. You can buy it, I can remember Home Depot or Lowe's, one of them. So you can see here's another huge cucumber right here. It's huge, look. It's probably more than a foot long. And I have a lot of little ones. So, and these are my melons. They're not growing very big, but it was an experiment. I'm going to repeat it next year, see if I can do better. So that's about it. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.